Good evening or good morning, everyone. It's 12:03 in the morning. Uh, but this is going to be a stock market analysis for our October 26th market performance. Welcome, everyone. This is Miss JD for this stock market analysis. All right. So earlier this afternoon, or this morning before I went to the office, tried to record. Some of you have already watched that video, but there was an audio problem. I must have forgotten what I have mentioned there all the while. So, bloopers, hindi nag-capture yung audio. So, gawin na lang natin uli. Okay, this time around, discussing the market post, you know, um, performance. Big sabihin, saradong market today, at least hindi malikot yung mga candlesticks natin. All right, so how did the index perform? Tingnan natin. So this candlestick that we have for today is actually a hammer candlestick. I'm now looking at the index first for our daily performance here. Candlestick niya ay hammer. Okay? At nag-land siya somewhere sa ating support area. So ano ang ibig sabihin yan? Possible na kapag nag-land ito sa support area, may isa ka pang hint dapat na babantayan. Big sabihin, kung bukas nagkaroon tayo ng green na engulfing candlestick, that could trigger na magbabounce siya sa area ng support. Nire-respect niya ang support na we're looking at as of this time. Okay? But again, you have to wait for that entire day to finish. Dapat green siya for us to say na may chance. Parang ganito, di ba? Parang close to hammer din kasi ito. Mas maliit lang yung body niya. Pero the next candlestick, engulfing siya or mas mataas siya. Here's another example. Ito, candlestick din to, hammer din to, and then sunod niya, mas malaki yung body niya kumpara dito sa isa. So, it's green. So, that is our dependency for us to say officially, nag-bounce na nga siya sa support area na nakikita natin. So, something to watch out for, and the implication of that is ating blue chip companies, chances are magkakaroon ng almost the same movement. But let's just talk about today for now. Ang araw na to is a 0.59% decline from the previous day. Red ang merkado. Foreign selling, 319 million. So, ibig sabihin ng ating mga blue chip companies ay halos karamihan red. Okay? So, I sorted this according to trade volume right here. Index, then as you see, most of the stocks first few rows ay mga blue chip companies yan. Okay, so ngayon, um, I remember, balikan ko yung dito, kanina I checked that one out. Sige, so yun na nga. So this one at the moment, nag-create siya ng support at this area. Okay? Um, on a daily chart, yan, may resistance ka dyan. Very close to this one as well. Alright? So, it's an area. So, pwede kong iurong pa ng konti. Yan, ganyan. Kasi may, andyan pa, valid pa naman siya. So, resistance, pag na-break siya, babalikan, gagawin niyang support. So, that is what's happening at the moment. I can say that this area, 290, is currently the support. Kung gusto mo pa validate in a Fibonacci retracement tool. Ang Fibonacci retracement tool ay it measures, in an uptrend na stock, pag may pullback, saan siya possible mag-pullback. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, very, very close sa area ng ating na-plot, kuhanin ko to, is our 0.5. So, nagba-bounce siya ngayon. Nire-respect niya itong area at nagba-bounce siya dito. So, what can I say about this? So, technical wise, posible kapag magkaroon tayo ng volume right there. Wala pa volume. So, posible magkakaroon ka ng slight elevation, slight bounce, pero will it be sustained? Questionable yan. Kasi, may number one, i-remove ko muna to. may resistance ka dito eh, right? So kung wala to volume, chances are mahihirapan siya mag-break nitong resistance natin because we are currently moving below the MA20 line. So for now, I will just have to put this area as your resistance. Ito, for now, is your support. So, kung malaki ka mag-trade, right? Kung big volume ang tinitrade mo, that is a good 13%, right? Kung milyones nilalagay mo, 13%, very significant gain yan. Pero kung maliit lang din na amount, volume, hindi mo masyado pansinin. Okay, so kung titingnan mo, ang liit lang ng difference niyan, pero monetary wise, volume, plays a big role right there. Pero if you're just starting, wag kayong ma-pressure, guys. You can start with as low as 1,000, 5,000. Ngayon, there are so many portals, even GCash, kaya mo na mag-trade, mag-invest sa GCash. It doesn't even require a lot of capital right there. So, uh, there's so many platforms right now allowing us to start engaging ourselves in the stock market, even at a low starting price. Just develop the skill, and later on you can scale up with, uh, along with your proficiency, pwede ka na magdagdag pa ng more money right there. Okay, so about dito, alam na natin mangyayari dyan in terms of technicals, fundamentals, strike a balance, always, always, kasi itong technicals na to will just tell you kailan ka papasok, but the decision to involve yourself in this stock, dapat si fundamentals ang mag-dictate niyan. It will tell you which stock to engage in, anticipating the health of their business, future projects, financials, and all of that thing. So, fundamentals yan. Pero kailan ka papasok? Technicals yan. So, most of the things that you'll hear from me here would be technicals. Uh, some insights on the fundamentals pag nakaka-time ako na makapagbasa-basa. But I empower all of you guys watching this. We all learn from one another. I know a lot of you watching this as well are already experts in what you do in the stock market. Kaya please, please, I empower you to share your thoughts, share what you know para sa mga baguhan nakapasok dito sa channel na to. They can also learn from you through the comments. Right, so next natin is, I also talked about SCC. I'm just trying to recall the things I've mentioned earlier or yung napagdaanan ko na stock this morning. So at this point, ang nakikita ko, so nag-drop siya, 'di ba? When it dropped, of course, yung mga pumasok, hoping na makakakuha ng in a short period of time, makakuha ka ng what, close to 10%. That's not how it works pag dividend investing. Kasi you have to understand na normally pag nag-ex date, bumabagsak talaga yan. Pero kung ang mindset mo just panandalian, quick win, malulugi ka ba? Kasi normally ang binabagsak niya equal to even more than what has been promised in the dividend. But kung ang objective mo is stay there for the long haul, the drop is your best friend. Why? Because let us say, example lang, so yung average goes around the 30 level, right? Umakyat siya, okay? Hindi ako nag-take profit. Kasi, pag nag-take profit ako, ibig sabihin hindi na ako makaka-participate sa dividend. Now, ang pera naging bato pa if you're to look at it that way. But, again, I am qualified now to take advantage of that dividend. So, kunwari may 100 shares ako dito, pag abot ng dividend, makakabili ako more. Not at the 35 level, but I can get it at a cheaper price. So, nag-accumulate ako ng shares dito. Sa susunod na taon, magkakaroon na naman ng dividend. Instead ng 100 shares, I can now expect a dividend for my, let's say, 135 shares. So, best friend mo ang pag-drop kasi ang free money mo, mabibili mo siya ng lower price to accumulate. Yung gain mo na lang dito ang naglalaro, nagpapadami ng iyong portfolio size or yung shares mo for this particular stock. Why am I saying that? Because SCC is known to have really high yield in terms of dividend and consistent siya year on year. Twice a year pa yan nagbibigay. So if you're to look at the first release this year, parang and i-add mo ito, that's around 7 peso or 7.50. So kung nag-average ka ng 13 na compute ko to kanina, around 22%. So saan ka nakakita ng yield na 22%? Pinaupulong pera mo, at the end of the year, nakakakuha ka ng 22% more than what you placed there. Then rinse and repeat. Next year, ganun na naman. But this time around, mas malaki na ang i-expect mo kasi ni-reinvest mo yung iyong gain. That's the simplest way I can explain it, yung beauty ng dividend investing. So, not really, it's up to you kung you like SEC, but personally, I'm invested here because of the fact that consistent nga siya. And nang hinayang ako. Kasi bumitaw ako ng very, very early when I used to have an average of 9 right here. So, sa mga nakapanood na ng mga previous videos ko, alam nila yung kwento na yan. 12 or 13 peso exit na ako. Akala ko, happy-happy na ako, profitable ako. Yun pala, kakarampot pala ng inakyat niya. Right? But if I, waited, dito ang taas niya. I can, pwede ako kung nakasakay ako dito, pwede ako mag-take profit. Pero mawawala na yung average ko. So, this one, kung tinuloy-tuloy ko lang na nagdagdag, well, ang dividend ko year on year siguro, kung nag-7 siya ngayon, sa taon na ito, 7 siya, at nag-average ako ng 9, that's more than 50%. So, imagine mo, kung ang volume malaki, right? Pero small player lang ako, hindi ako big player na malalaki yung volume. So, just the thought of it. So I know if the company stays strong and healthy in the years to come, for all you know, 10 years from now, baka yung average niya yearly nasa 30, edi may 100% ka. Kung ang average ko ngayon 30, 10 years from now, ang release niya 30 na rin. So every year you get 100% of what you invested. So I think that's the simplest, and a bit of a rambling right there. Um, yung beauty ng dividend investing. I also talked about DMC kasi very popular din to. This is the mother company of SCC. So this rolls up to DMC. So ito rin nagbibigay ng mataas na dividend. Kaso, for those people na nakaposition na sa isa, I strongly recommend na pili ka lang. Pili ka lang, wag yung dalawa para at least diversified ka. Kasi chances are kung anong movement nito, almost the same pattern lang din ng movement sa SEC. So notice this, right? Nag-drop din siya. Okay, so this one, kapag na-receive mo na ang iyong dividend, if you reinvest it, lumaki na yung volume mo, and you were able to get it at a price level na mas mura or from price level na baka almost the same ng kinuha mo from way back. So, at the moment, gumagawa siya ng support dito sa ating area na ito, 945. Right. So, also earlier, MBT, MBT gumagawa siya. So, if I can recall it, nag-draw yata ako dito ng ating range trading area. So, dito, parang ganyan. Dito ka, support 1, 2, 3. 1, nagbalik, pangalawang beses, tatlong beses. And the next thing you need to check right here is ang iyong, bayan, ayan, yung RSI. Habang flat ka, binabalikan the same price area, yung iyong buying sentiment is already happening. Tumataas na siya. People are, the momentum is picking up, more people are, invested in there. So that means ito, malapit na talaga itong mahinog, pero if you can enter right at the support area, even better. So kung hindi guarantee yan na quick win yan, pwedeng maglaro pa to extended period of time. Hindi natin alam kung gaano siya kahaba magsistay sa level na yan. But that, looking at the historical for the past few days, from way back in September, ito lang yung range na nilalaro niya. So that is for MBT. Kailangan natin pag nag-green siya, supported din ng higher volume right there. Um, let's talk about Globe. Globe ay not looking good. Okay. Nagre-resist kasi ito sa ating MA20 line. Baka babalikan to at gagawa ng support at this area. This used to be the support, by the way. So parang gusto niyang balikan eh. So at the moment, 1,750 ang kanyang support. But if you're to look at it long term, this is already at a bargain level. Weekly tayo. Okay, so may support siya dyan, pero mayroon pa dito. Okay, so ito ngayon ay nasa support area. Tingnan mo, ang laki ng binagsak. So rare to have a very stable company visit an area, a price level that was the same from way back. Which one? 2021, 2020. See that? So binalikan niya. So after all, it's not too late. Di ba? Akala mo, na pag-iwanan ka na kasi back in 2021, nasa 3,000 level na. But things happen. There are some, market sentiment that allowed us to have this price level again. So kung accumulate ka na. Kasi hindi natin alam, baka bumalik na to soon. Because overall, makikita ko, itong area na to, 1,700 to 1,750, nagagawa siya ng strong support. Same with ating RSI. Kapag tuloy-tuloy na paakyat na siya, kahit nagsa-sideways ka, ibig sabihin, nag-pick up na yung momentum. Ang gusto lang natin makita is as we go up, like this one, gusto natin ng high volume. Kita mo, walang volume eh. Konti lang nagbabapush, limited uh, number of investors. So kung iyang tao na yan, malaking nilaro niya, siya lang mag-isa. Kung lalabas siya, babagsak ulit ito. So I think that is what happened right here. Siyempre, big players mo, no? Pag exit nila, crash agad. So at this point, also, Globe is a stable company that gives out dividend. Not as high as SCC, pero consistent ito. I think this is sitting at around 4 to 5 or 6% this year because of the price level that we are at right now. Isa pang telco na PLDT. PLDT, trajectory overall downward. Okay? Still, ito may slight overshoot sa taas pero hindi na sustain. Akala mo arangkada na siya. Hindi pa. Bumagsak, nag-breakdown. Wala kasi volume. Kaya yan ang importance ng volume. Ito may volume konti, kaya nagtuloy siya. Pero hindi na naman na-sustain eh. Good for one day lang. So, di pagbagsak niya, ang dali niyang napabagsak because there's no volume. At this point naman, dito tayo ngayon. This is for this week. If we end tomorrow na nirespect niya tong resistance na to, abang-abang ka na. Kasi for sure babalikan yan ang previous na support which is around 1,124. So, conditional lahat to Kung natapos tayo sa week na to, and this is the candlestick. So this is not a final candlestick in the weekly chart. Kasi may bukas pa or later today. Weekly resistance, kung hindi ma-break, babalik sa 1,122. Okay? So I think guys, for this evening, yan lang muna. Babawi lang talaga ako kasi kanina nag-record ako, walang audio, sayang. I used a different tool only to discover hindi na pala na capture ang audio. So I hope this time it is going to work. And good luck in your trades tomorrow. Ingat, it's a Friday. Some are taking profit on a Friday. In the meantime, thank you and good night. Bye bye.